A couple treks deep into the icy wilderness of the Alps, Europe's highest and most majestic mountain range. They're not just weekend hikers. These two are seasoned explorers, drawn to the thrill of remote trails and untamed snowfields. Taking an unconventional route through the snow, they suddenly spot something odd. Something brown jutting out of the frozen ground. Curious, they inch closer. What they see next stops them cold. It's a human corpse, partially buried in the ice. Their first thought? A tragic accident. A climber lost to the mountains, claimed by nature long ago. They rush to the nearest shelter and alert the caretaker, who in turn contacts the authorities. None of them could have imagined that this wasn't just any body. It was a man preserved by the elements for over 5,000 years. What they stumbled upon would become one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries in modern history: the naturally frozen remains of a man from the Copper Age. 4 days later, a recovery team arrives, equipped with jackhammers and metal tools to free the body from its icy grave. The frozen man is carefully extracted and flown to the Austrian village of Vent. Waiting there is a funeral director with a hearse. But there's a problem. The mummy doesn't fit in the coffin. They end up breaking one of his arms to make it fit. The body is taken to the Institute of Forensic Medicine in Innsbruck. When a specialist in ancient history examines it, it quickly becomes clear. This corpse is incredibly ancient. But unlike the dried mummies of deserts, this one is a wet mummy. His tissues, organs, and even skin are remarkably preserved by the glacier's freezing conditions. A mystery unfolds. Who was this man? How did he die? What was his world like? It turns out this man walked the earth over 5,300 years ago. His discovery offers rare insight into life during the Copper Age. He's known today as Ötzi, named after the Ötztal Alps where he was found. Ötzi's body is 1.54 meters tall, weighing only 13 kilograms due to natural desiccation. If he were alive today, he'd wear a European size 38 shoe. His skin bears 61 tattoos, mostly lines and crosses, located on parts of his body that suggest they may have been therapeutic in nature. His body also tells a tale of hardship. Worn-down teeth, a broken nose, cracked ribs, hardened arteries, and even gallstones. His lungs are dark from smoke inhalation, and he carries a number of internal parasites, including whipworms, likely causing him constant stomach pain. Scientists later determined his blood type is O positive. He was lactose intolerant and carried the bacteria responsible for Lyme disease. But that's not all. His gear survived too. Ötzi had wooden containers, primitive tools, and a full set of clothing made from animal hides. He wore goatskin leggings, a coat made from various pelts, and shoes lined with grass for insulation. On his head, a bearskin cap. He carried a complex backpack and 2 birch bark containers filled with embers wrapped in leaves, his ancient method for carrying fire. Despite his state, Ötzi continued moving. He had hiked all the way from the South Tyrol region, possibly fleeing danger. His ancestry traces even further back to Anatolia in present-day Turkey. Exhausted and alone, he stopped to rest and eat. Dried meat and grains with bracken fern leaves for stomach relief, despite their toxicity. But he was far from safe. Ötzi had recently injured his hand in a struggle. Some of his arrows were missing. His flint dagger and prized copper axe were still with him, tools that doubled as weapons. But the real tragedy was yet to come. He wasn't alone in those mountains. Ötzi was ambushed. A flint arrow pierced him from behind, slicing through an artery near his shoulder. He lost blood quickly and collapsed. Within moments, he died, at around age 46, high in the Alps, where he remained for millennia. What sets Ötzi apart from other ancient remains is the unique glimpse he offers into his final moments. Unlike ceremonial burials, Ötzi died violently and suddenly. His body, clothing, and equipment became a time capsule, offering us a raw and unfiltered look at prehistoric life. Through Ötzi, scientists confirmed that long-distance travel, copper metallurgy, and even chronic diseases existed far earlier than once believed. His tools showed skilled craftsmanship, and his health records, etched into his bones, revealed the harsh realities of early European life. After some dispute between Austria and Italy, a boundary reassessment proved Ötzi had died just inside Italian territory. Today, he rests in a custom high-tech chamber at the South Tyrol Museum of Archaeology in Bolzano, Italy. The temperature is kept at -6 degrees Celsius with near total humidity. Every 2 months, staff mist his body with sterile water to prevent dehydration. Researchers continue to study him, mapping his genome, analyzing his last meals, and even attempting to recreate his voice. Each new test offers another clue into the ancient past. Initially, experts believed Ötzi's preservation was pure luck, an ice coffin sealed by a sudden freeze. But now we know the truth is more complex. The glacier thawed and refroze multiple times over the centuries, which raises an exciting question. Could there be others? Could more ancient humans lie hidden in the melting glaciers of the Alps, waiting to be discovered?